Okay, so have you ever found yourself, you know, nodding along, smiling, saying yes to something when, like, every part of you is just screaming, no?
Oh, definitely. Or that sinking feeling afterwards when you realize you've done it again, overcommitted yourself.
Exactly, that quiet dread. So what if mastering just one little word could actually give you back time, cut down stress, maybe even make your relationship stronger?
It's a huge idea, isn't it? And honestly, one of the hardest things for so many people.
It really is. Welcome, everyone, to the Gist Gab podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
We're the place where we try to, well, get into ideas that might actually shift things in your daily life. And today we're looking at a book that kind of promises that sort of shift. It's called The Art of Saying No, Mastering Boundaries for Personal and Professional Empowerment by Damon Zahariades. And look, this isn't just about, turning down party invites politely. It's pitched as this liberating guide, a way to get your life back from that feeling of being buried under commitments and stress.
Right. It's about setting boundaries without feeling awful about it.
Exactly. So for you listening, the idea today is to pull out the really key stuff from Zahariades, maybe help you navigate saying no without all that guilt. It's empowering you to focus on what really counts, aiming for a life that feels more balanced, more authentic.
It's fascinating because the book really nails this habit that creeps in. He calls it the people-pleasing habit.
Right.
And it's not just about being accommodating. It means you're like constantly putting what others need or want ahead of your own stuff.
Yeah.
And the cost, it's not just being tired. It's this slow chipping away at your own self-worth.
Yeah.
You can lead to feeling resentful, exhausted, even kind of hating yourself sometimes. You just become this reflection of what everyone else wants.
Oof. That hits home. It really does feel like you're just handing out pieces of yourself until, well, there's nothing left. And Zahariades, he talks about his own experience with this, right? Being a people pleaser himself.
Yeah, he does. He shares how constantly saying yes it made him pretty unhappy personally, even if helping felt good for a second.
Right, that initial rush.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he really stresses that learning to say no gracefully, even though it's hard and you'll probably mess up along the way, it's just crucial for your own well-being. You have to learn it.
Which leads straight into self-care, doesn't it? The importance of it.
Absolutely. He uses that classic analogy, the airplane safety one. Put your own oxygen mask on before helping someone else.
Yeah, I know the one.
But the deeper things that Zahariades is getting at, I think, isn't just basic survival. It's recognizing that our ability to give, to help others, it's not infinite.
Good point.
He says something really stark, like, no one will protect my time or prioritize my needs as vigilantly as me. Basically, if you don't look out for yourself, burnout's coming, and resentment just follows right behind it.
That's such a powerful reminder. Okay, but here's the tricky part, right? This idea, this feeling a lot of us have that putting yourself first is, well, selfish.
That's a big one.
And Zahariades makes a really clear distinction here between being assertive and being aggressive, which feels super important.
Totally crucial. He frames assertiveness as a skill you can learn. It's about stating your needs confidently, but without needing anyone's okay. And importantly, doing it respectfully, thoughtfully.
Okay, so not demanding, just clear.
Exactly. Whereas aggressiveness, that's hostile. That's inconsiderate. Assertiveness might sound like, hey, I see you need help with Project X, but I genuinely can't right now because Project Y's deadline is critical, and here's why.
Yeah.
Aggressiveness is just, no, not doing it. Your problem.
Big difference.
Huge. And the book says the assertive individual understands how to express his or her point of view with grace. So the real aim isn't just batting away requests. Anyone can do that, maybe rudely.
Sure.
The goal is learning to say no without the guilt, without the aggression, keeping kindness and respect in the picture. Like he puts it, the art of saying no isn't just about learning how to rebuff requests for your time. Rather, the goal is to learn how to say no without feeling guilty.
That really feels like the heart of it, doesn't it? No guilt. That's the dream.
Pretty much.
Because if you can do that, it empowers you, right? It helps you grow personally, professionally. You get more done. Maybe your relationships even get better because there's real respect there.
Yeah, definitely fosters respect.
Okay, so if it's that good for us, why is it so darn hard? What are these, deep beliefs that keep us trapped saying yes all the time?
The psychology. Yeah, the book really digs into this. There are these ingrained fears and beliefs. A massive one is just the fear of offending someone or disappointing them.
Oh yeah, big time.
We feel so guilty saying no, even if we do it nicely. And Zahariades has this interesting take. Often, if someone does get offended, it might actually be more about their insecurities than about what you did.
That's a perspective.
He says, most of us were raised to believe that saying no is rude and egocentric. So we're fighting against that upbringing.
That's a really powerful reframe, though. It takes the weight off you a bit, maybe focuses on their reaction instead of your action being inherently bad.
Right. But then there's that other fear you mentioned, seeming selfish. That's a huge block for people.
Definitely.
And the book pushes back hard on that, saying self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. But let's be honest.
It can feel selfish sometimes, can't it? Even if you intellectually know it's not. How do you deal with that clash inside?
That feeling, yeah. It often goes deep, doesn't it? Back to maybe childhood beliefs about needing approval, like your worth depends on saying yes. Saying no challenges that core belief, so it feels really uncomfortable, like a real internal fight.
Makes sense.
And, the desire to genuinely help people is good. It's a good instinct.
Of course.
But you still have to balance it with your own needs, your own responsibilities. Can't forget those. Then there's low self-esteem playing a role. Ironically, saying no can actually boost your self-worth because you're valuing yourself.
Interesting, like flexing a muscle.
Kind of. And then there's the whole wanting acceptance, wanting to seem valuable, or just plain old FOMO, fear of missing out. That pushes us to say yes too much.
Oh, FOMO is real.
Totally. And the author notes, the problem isn't that we say yes to opportunities. The problem is that we fail to discriminate between the wrong opportunities and the right ones. We say yes to everything.
Yeah, not strategic. And sometimes it's not just internal stuff, is it? People can be pushy.
Exactly. You can get pressured, maybe even face what the book calls emotional bullying, people trying to manipulate you into a yes. Or maybe you just hate conflict, so you agree to avoid it.
Been there.
Recognizing those tactics helps you stand your ground. But often, at the end of the day, it circles back to that people-pleasing habit. It's learned, it's practiced, it's deeply ingrained.
But habits can be changed, right? That's the hopeful part.
That's the hopeful part. Now, Zahariades' point about the requester's insecurity being the main reason for offense.
Yeah.
It's useful, but maybe a little simplistic. Well, it puts a lot of focus on you protecting your interest, which is important. But we should probably acknowledge that setting boundaries can affect relationships in different ways. Sometimes it strengthens them, sure, but other times it might cause misunderstandings or, some friction, at least temporarily.
That's a really crucial nuance. Like, other work in this area, thinking of maybe Dr. Cloud and Dr. Townsend's book, Boundaries.
Right, yeah.
They stress how vital boundaries are for your own mental health, but they also acknowledge the impact isn't always smooth sailing. You might get pushback, the relationship might need adjusting.
Exactly. It's not just about managing your guilt. There can be real external consequences or reactions to navigate.
So it really encourages you, listening, to kind of hold both ideas, right? Consider Zahariades' point about your needs, but also be aware, like Cloud and Townsend suggest, that it's a dynamic thing. It involves the other person too. It's a two-way street.
Precisely. Okay, so we understand why it's hard. The next big question is how? How do you actually say no without feeling like a total jerk?
Yeah, the practical stuff. Because the biggest hurdle, like the book keeps saying, is getting past that guilt, that fear, that shame. So Zahariades gives some really concrete strategies. First one, just be direct, straightforward. No beating around the bush.
Don't waffle.
Right. Clear refusal, avoids confusion, avoids giving them an opening to push more. He says, being straightforward when turning down requests doesn't mean you're being discourteous. It's just clear.
Totally agree. And linked to that, don't stall. Don't say, let me think about it if you know the answer is no.
Guilty of that one sometimes.
We all are. But responding quickly avoids misunderstandings and stops the pressure from building while you delay. And this is a big one. Resist making up elaborate excuses. Just own your decision.
Oh, that's hard. Honesty.
It is, but it builds respect in the long run. You're asserting your autonomy. The book has this really powerful suggestion. Instead of telling the requester I can't, tell him or her I don't want to.
Whoa. That feels bold.
It does, but incredibly freeing for some people. Because often, I can't is just a softer way of saying I don't want to.
Yeah, usually.
And it reminds us, wisely I think, that you're not responsible for others' reactions. Your job is clear communication, not managing their feelings about your no.
That shift from I can't to I don't want to. Wow, that really does put you back in control, doesn't it?
It really does. Another tactic he suggests is offering alternatives. Maybe suggest someone else who could help, or offer a different type of assistance if you can. It shows you still care, you still value them. even if you can't do the specific thing they asked for.
Okay, that's helpful. Like, I can't help you move Saturday, but I could bring pizza over afterwards.
Exactly. Or just being transparent about your bandwidth, saying something like, look, I'm really swamped with X, Y, and Z right now. My plate is totally full, so I just can't take on anything new. People usually respect that.
Yeah, honesty about capacity. Makes sense.
And there are other little tips too, like, being firm if someone tries to pressure you after you've said no. Staying polite, always. Really questioning that FOMO. Is this opportunity really that good? Or am I just afraid of missing out?
Good question to ask yourself.
And even having some ready-made ways to decline common requests, like little scripts in your head, can make it easier in the moment.
So the payoff for all this effort.
Freedom. Freedom to spend your time pursuing more productive and rewarding endeavors. And developing this sense of, he calls it confident calmness.
Confident calmness. I like that phrase. It sounds like peace. Real personal freedom.
Yeah.
But saying no, it's not the same in every situation, is it? Like saying no to your boss feels different than saying no to your kid. The book talks about adapting, right?
Absolutely. Adaptability is key. Different relationships, different dynamics need different approaches.
So like extended family, that can be tricky.
Well, yeah. With family, it's often about setting new expectations, establishing clearer boundaries over time. Maybe saying, I can only chat between 7 and 8 p.m., or asking them to leave a message instead of expecting you to drop everything. It's about gently retraining them.
Slowly shifting the pattern. What about your spouse or partner? That feels really high stakes.
It does. It might even feel wrong at first, but the book argues, and I think rightly, that saying no is actually vital for a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
It builds respect, understanding. Resentment is poison in a partnership.
Yeah, that makes sense. Prevents things from festering.
Exactly. He writes, saying no to our partners is not only sometimes necessary, but can add value to our relationships.
Okay. And kids. How do you handle no with kids without constant battles?
Consistency is huge there. Setting clear boundaries and expectations. The book warns against getting drawn into negotiations. You know how kids can be.
Oh, yes. Masters of negotiation.
Right. So teaching them that no means no helps reduce manipulation and builds respect for authority. It's not about being mean. It's about structure. Saying no to kids is about setting clear boundaries, as the book says. Teaches them important life lessons, too.
Okay. Work situations. Bosses, coworkers. That's another pressure cooker.
Yeah, transparency is your friend there. Be clear about your current workload. Ask clarifying questions if you get a new task, like, okay, if I take on Project Z, which of my current priorities should slide?
Puts the onus back on them to prioritize.
Exactly. Or offer alternative solutions. Show you're engaged and helpful, just protecting your ability to do good work on what you already have.
Got it. And strangers. Random requests on the street.
That can feel awkward. The advice is often to have personal rules, like deciding beforehand, I have a rule that I don't lend money to people I don't know, or I don't give rides. Having that script ready makes it much easier to decline firmly but politely without fumbling.
A pre-made boundary. Smart.
And finally, maybe the toughest one, saying no to yourself.
Ah, yes. The internal battle. Temptation.
Right. Resisting things that pull you away from your own goals. The book suggests using I don't statements. Not, I can't eat junk food, but I don't eat junk food.
Oh, I like that framing. More decisive.
Yeah. I don't skip workouts. It affirms your choices. It helps you stick to what matters for your long-term fulfillment. Because as Zahariades points out, you're the only one who can be relied upon to do it. You have to be your own boundary keeper.
Wow. That's powerful. You're your own first line of defense.
Pretty much. So ultimately, the message from Zahariades is that saying yes all the time isn't sustainable. It leads to losing control over your most valuable assets, your time, your energy.
Yeah.
And the book really encourages you, the listener, to just start small. Try these strategies in situations that feel low risk. Build that muscle, build that confidence.
Practice makes, well, maybe not perfect, but easier.
Definitely easier. And the promise is, as you practice, it will get easier. And people will start to respect your boundaries more. It genuinely leads towards a life that feels more balanced, more fulfilling, more yours.
A life where you're actually in the driver's seat. That sounds pretty good.
It really does. So maybe a final thought to leave you with. If saying no to others is an act of self-care, think about this. Yes, are you maybe unconsciously saying to yourself, some habit, some belief that might actually be holding you back from something even better, even more fulfilling?